Give a man a record and they dance for the day. Give that man a synthesizer and they will dance for a lifetime. Mankind adores music. We always have. The flute predates the wheel by some 39,000 years, and this prehistoric connection with music helped make it a primitive universal language. After all, music transcends barriers. In the thousands of years of musical history, there have been countless instruments from all around the world, and as technology has advanced, so too have the instruments. These days they make more wild sounds than you could ever possibly imagine, but they also feature more controls than at any time in history. We are at peak button. Rather than becoming easier for people to use, there is a reverse trend. Although these days you can no longer lose the manual for your product, that doesn't mean that they should always require one. Technology should be leveraged to make things easier and to allow more people to use them. We can automate out those hard-to-use parts and simplify the interface so that anyone can control them. Now that we all agree that every person is different, perhaps our products need to reflect that. We can swap out the complexity for fun. The intimacy between ourselves and our technology is not going to shrink as we get older. If anything, our dependency on technology will likely grow. The cultural cliche of helping grandma open her email seems antiquated, as these days Granny is busy releasing her latest virtual reality video game as an NFT. Gran Hunt. We're living longer than ever, and we're utterly addicted to technology. But as ability fails us, which technologies will we turn to? Bigger buttons, brighter screens, gloves. In the age of deadly viruses, touchscreens have lost appeal, especially those you order food with. So, how about if you remove the interface altogether? After all, what better interface than no interface? The voice-activated home assistants such as Siri and Alexa have shown that for simple tasks we can just ask technology, and it's turned out to be pretty useful. But just asking a machine to make music misses out a key part of the creative process and limits expression to the logic of the program. Now, that's not to say that machines can't make compelling music, but currently asking, Alexa, remix this track, can only provide so much entertainment. It's the equivalent of kids asking Alexa to do their homework. It seems we need more input in this process, more personal control of the automaton. Perhaps in the future you'll be able to have a long, meaningful conversation about what it is that you want from your music and how you want it to sound. Programmable blues. But even that wouldn't be true expression, it's more direction. Expression requires an immediate connection between a physical action and a musical reaction, where a movement results in a predictable sonic outcome. Repetition of the movement repeats the outcome. The subtlety and art of music making then comes from turning these small acts of expression into longer sequences, and these form music unique to you and that you feel responsible for. So to create a piece of music is to own it, and this sense of ownership and accountability is your reward for the time and expression that you dedicated to it, to your own piece of music. Sharing the things that you make so that others can experience them can be a great joy too. Everybody's lives are improved with access to music-making tools. One possible way we can make such an interface is by piggybacking onto a person's instinctive natural movements and allow them to perform musical tasks. Movements so common and everyday, turning them into sounds seems simple. This is my face. This is the interface, a face-controlled synthesizer, usable by all and available to everyone by pointing your browser to the location interface.place. You can all play along at home, but if you are photosensitive, do be careful, as there can be some strong visuals. For those at home who are only listening, on screen is the face of a white middle-aged man with a scratchy beard. Superimposed on top of his face are hundreds of little markers that move along with it. The eyes have larger blue markers, and the mouth changes colour the wider it opens. The whole face is being tracked by the camera and can now control sound. You will need a modern computer with a webcam and speakers to run the app and a head to play it. And as is the tradition with these projects, you can connect media equipment, this time to be controlled by your face. There are plenty of instruments to choose from. Simply hold your finger down on your face and select one from the list. This project is the latest in a series of inclusive technology created by Designer Zen alongside DMLab. DMLab is a community of musicians and makers who work together to develop new accessible musical instruments. In lockdown, we're holding regular online meetups for people to share their music and work, find collaborators and share their expertise. If you would like to help with the future of this project, do get in touch and involved. So remember, we are entering the age of the techno-geriatric and we need to be prepared. Prepared to make techno. This project is open source, so you can see how the sausage was made, as well as offer feedback and your own code developments. Check it out for yourself at github.com/designerzen. Happy hacking!